people will say to me, well, Ellen, how do you know who you're partnering with? Well, most times they tell me. They're pretty demanding. It's my turn. This is my piece of art. Put my name on the back of this piece of art. But there have been times when I have completed a piece of art without knowing who the partner is until after the fact. And there are times, I remember one instance in particular where I commissioned a piece of art with really no intention of partnering with someone on the other side. And when I started the piece of art, someone from the other side showed up and asked to partner. And my response was, I cannot allow you to partner with this piece of art unless the individual who's purchased it, the person who's commissioned it, agrees to it. So I picked up the phone and I spoke to the person who had commissioned the piece of art, and I said, I have this individual standing here. He's asking to partner with the art. And she said, oh, I didn't really have a very good relationship with that person. And I said, well, I understand that, and you have choice in this, but he's asking for your support in clearing the legacy of the bad taste that he left in your mouth. And she thought about it, and she got back to me, and she said, okay, let's allow him to partner in this artwork. And there was two legacies that he was working on. One was the legacy of joy, the other was the legacy of abundance. And about 1.5 years, 2 years later, I talked to the client who had commissioned this piece of art. And I said to her, Steve wonders how he's doing. Steve was the partner in the art. And she said, tell him he's got an A+ and 2 thumbs up. And I laughed. There was an example of willingness on my part to introduce him to the art. There was an example of willingness on her part to engage in something with someone who really she wasn't comfortable with here on earth. And that willingness has resulted in such a rich experience for both her and I. And Steve tells me it's been a rich experience for him too. And I guess I just have to believe that. So what I'm learning, what I have learned through the art is that there is a much greater understanding on the other side of the veil, if you will, if the veil even exists. And that if we're willing to accept that someone could be one way here and different on the other side and want to clear the legacy that they've left behind, then we open ourselves to the opportunity and the potential to have a much richer life experience.